Hello, I'm Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Chai, and we are back with more Depersonalization. So, fair warning, I am getting over a cold, so I might have to mute to cough a couple times, but there's not much I can really do about that anymore. Also, there was an update recently, and now everything is different. So I'm gonna have to get used to that now, but we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's just get right into it here. Just stealing other people's luggage like usual. This elevator only descends. It does not stop when moving upward. This elevator requires a room card. If you need anything, please let me know. I'd like to ask about a murder case from a year ago. I'm sorry, but I wasn't working at this hotel back then. I'm afraid I can't give you any useful information. Also, the receptionist who was working during that time has left. Do you know why the receptionist quit? I don't know the details, but I heard it had to do with breaking hotel regulations. Do you know what regulations the receptionist broke? I'm sorry, but I don't know any further details. While it might sound a bit self-assured, this hotel strictly has strict standards for management and interviews. And we adhere to rigorous service codes. Any incidents resulting in guest losses are taken seriously. I don't have any more questions. Thanks for your help. This attendant is new here. Maybe I should ask someone else. I heard the receptionist involved in the murder case from a year ago has left. Do you happen to know where they went? Well, I'm not entirely sure. The attendant seems somewhat reluctant to delve into the subject. If you require more information, you'll have to find a way to persuade the attendant. You adopt the persona of an inquisitive gossip and express great curiosity about the former receptionist's whereabouts. Overwhelmed by your enthusiasm, the attendant ponders a moment before eventually providing you with an address. I think that receptionist used to live on the old street. If you're really curious, maybe check out that address. With a smile, the attendant checks you in and hands you the room card. Mr. Bruno has already paid for your room. Please, enjoy a good night's sleep. So yeah, the new update that came out for depersonalization. It retranslated a lot of the early game modules. Alright then, let's get to rest then. Exhausted, you shed your coat in the darkness, allowing gravity to guide you under the plush mattress. Enveloped by the soothing scent of the bed linens, you drift into a deep slumber. In your dream, sand weaves into delicate strands, enveloping your limbs and leading you into a dark abyss. Drifting into profound darkness, you pass by numerous worlds shrouded within shadows. One moment you find yourself on a snowy landscape, the next you stand ready to journey on the moon or witness the emergence of a mysterious castle beneath the rising sun. The dream fills you with immense joy, and the strands around you begin to accumulate. Within this dream, you feel yourself morphing into a gear, endlessly spinning amidst intricate patterns. The buzzing in your ears becomes hollow and elongated, akin to a microphone echoing through a speaker. Boom, 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 boom. The sharp sound starts to resonate with exceptional clarity. Slowly awakening, you hear sounds resembling sharp objects irregularly tapping against the door. Upon careful listening, you realize the sound resembles that of a cockroach scurrying across the floor. A sense of horror washes over you. You roll off your bed, noticing that Bruna had retrieved his pistol from beneath his pillow. Gesturing to him, you prepare to approach the door. Bruna walks to you and whispers. The noise outside sounds unusual. I'll contact HQ now. Stay sharp. You approach the door, and peering through the peephole, the hallway appears empty, with the soft light casting shadows on the floor. Suddenly, a scraping noise near the door catches your attention. Initially a faint rustling, the sound intensifies and becomes more unsettling. It appears to have traversed through the door walls and now resonates beneath you. It resembles a sinister whisper echoing in your ears, however, there's nothing visible before your eyes. You ponder if your fatigue is playing tricks on you. The long journey may have taken a toll, causing your nerves to deceive you. However, as you head toward Bruno, a loud crash startles you from the door behind. To your astonishment, a figure in robes bursts into the room, their face obscured by a black hood. Meanwhile, you notice another figure also robed in black, suspended from the ceiling and slowly crawling into the room. Alright, it looks like we have a fight on our hands now. The black-robed figures stagger under a heavy blow. Their pale face, visible beneath the hood, reveals a grim expression as a piercing cry escapes their lips. The intruder smashes through the window behind and escapes. Strangely, you hear the glass shatter, but not the thud of a body hitting the ground. This could be a trap. Let's not face them. I'll contact the station first. You contact the reception desk to report the incident. Meanwhile, Bruno reaches out to the police station to request backup for a thorough investigation. 10 minutes later, a police officer enters the room. So this is what happened, Lex. Must secure the surveillance footage and trace where the intruders went. We should also cordon off this area ASAP as the guest safety. Sure, I'll take care of that now. After making a few calls, Lexter finalizes the arrangements. Noticing the room's damage and your injuries, he speaks with indignation. It must be the game that sent those attackers, no doubt about it. I've got officers on it. Let us handle the follow-up investigation. He then addresses you with an apologetic tone. You're Bruno's friend, right? I'm really sorry about all this. You just got to Cursenday and know this happened. No worries, I'm relieved it's sorted out. Hold on a second. Lex appears to realize something as he looks at both of you. Wait, you're still pursuing that case, aren't you? The higher-ups closed it. Why keep pushing it? Bruno gazes at the shattered window, takes a pack of cigarettes. He selects one and lights it. It's simple. If I give up, nobody else will care. At that moment, a terrified attendant walks into the room. I'm so sorry for all the commotion. We got some cake and refreshments ready for you. Feel free to reach out if you need anything else. Bruno carefully checks the scene, appearing eager to resolve the case. Hey, Bruno, just let others do the investigation. Grab a snack and don't let Sandra worry about you. She asked me to stop you from smoking. As Lex speaks, he nudges a piece of cake toward Bruno, taking one for himself. Bruno chuckles in resignation. Diabetes or lung cancer, tough call. Convinced by Lex, Bruno reluctantly indulges in the cake. About last night, Bruno. Suddenly, Bruno's face contorts in pain and Lex begins scratching his neck beside him. Bruno locks his gaze onto you, struggling to speak, but only managing to gasp in futile attempts. Call an ambulance. Was the cake poisoned or something? The ambulance hurtles toward the hospital, its sirens piercing the early morning calm. Townsfolk paused to watch their murmured exchanges carrying an air of familiarity. Their indifference expressions suggest that incidents are uncommon in Cursenday. Are not uncommon in Cursenday. It seems the dead of night here has a hunger that often claims its victims. The bystanders observe quietly, whispering among themselves, silently hoping they won't become the next prey. Inside the ambulance, Bruno, still in a coma, murmurs your name as though trying to deliver a message. But all that reaches your ears are fragmented, dreamlike whispers impossible to decipher. Once at the hospital, Bruno is immediately rushed into emergency care. Moments later, Sandra arrives, visibly distressed, her face growing pale as Lux, now conscious, fills her in on the events. Restless, you sit in a corner of the waiting room, replaying the chaos of the previous night in your mind, piecing together fragments in a desperate search for answers. The events surrounding Bruno leaves an unsettling weight in your chest. It's as if you've wandered into a dark, uncharted jungle, countless eyes piercing through the shadows fixated on you. They're waiting for the right moment to strike. At this critical moment, as a stranger navigating the unknown perils of this town, how can you shift from being the hunted to becoming the hunter? Sandra's calls pull you out of the haze of your thoughts. You see Bruno being wheeled into the ICU on a hospital bed. Give it a moment to load here. How's my friend doing? Officer Bruno is in rough shape and needs hospital care. He slipped into a deep coma due to extreme fatigue. The doctors can't say for sure when he'll wake up. It could be tomorrow, or it may take longer. Right now, he just needs some good rest. Sorry, but I've got a full plate with other patients. You can find me in the lobby if you have more questions. Yeah, thank you. It's obviously unnatural, seeing as Lex also suffered the same thing. Trying to see if I have anything here that can restore some of my sanity. Doesn't look like I have anything that can give me SP here. Are you feeling alright, Lux? Still a bit woozy. The head nurse mentioned the drug in the cake only causes comas and isn't deadly. Okay, yeah, the cake was absolutely drugged then. Actually, this isn't an isolated incident. A lot happened at the station yesterday as well. Many files mysteriously vanished from the archive. Maybe that's why Bruno decided to work elsewhere. Have you found any suspects yet? Not yet. Bruno can be pretty stubborn when it comes to investigations. And his restless pursuit has ruffled quite a few feathers. Even his colleagues have their complaints. There are some just waiting for him to slip up. Lex glances at his phone with a furrowed brow before speaking again. Sorry, but I've got a lot to deal with back at the station. I need to head back now. By the way, Cursenday is known for its long winters. Heavy snowfall can sometimes disrupt their trains. Don't worry, Astral Hospital is top-notch. Bruno's in good hands here. So if you don't have any urgent matters, I'd suggest leaving Cursenday soon. Okay, well that's interesting. Sandra takes a deep breath, attempting to compose herself and regain her calm. Her slightly trembling body betrays her unease, yet her face shows a newfound determination. Since the doctor assured us that Bruno will be okay, I trust his word. Worrying will help right now. Sorry, I was just closing a few tabs I forgot I had open. Let's have faith in Bruno and believe he'll pull through. I'll go back, tidy up my shop, and come back to look after Bruno. Don't stress too much about him. Bruno would be worried to know he's causing you distress. Upon hearing Sandra's intentions, you nod slowly, glancing at Bruno on the bed and steeling yourself for what lies ahead. I intend to carry on his investigation. Did he share any details with you? Look, I think it's best for you to leave Cursenday soon. Just like Officer Lux said. Someone might be watching us all from the shadows. Things have gotten too risky. I don't want any harm to come your way because of this. I appreciate your concern. Even Bruno regretted involving me and wanted to keep me out of it. But I can't just drop the investigation. Someone has to step up. I promised him I'd continue, so I won't go back on my word. I'm determined to uncover the truth. I want to find whoever hurt Bruno and bring them to justice. After a moment of contemplation, Sandra takes out a notebook from her coat pocket and passes it to you solemnly. Flipping through the pages, you come across a detailed map of Cursenday. In the police station section, the no life highlighted backup archives are stored in the hidden compartment. Berto left this in my care. He said if anything happened to him, I should give it to someone trustworthy. It seems Bruno anticipated what might happen. Thank you, Sandra. I'll make good use of this now. Please, be careful, and don't worry about Bruno. I'll make sure he's well looked after. Please, be careful, and don't worry about Bruno. I'll make sure he's well looked after. Alright, let us save again here. Yeah, this is just like the... It's just like the intro thing where we have limited time in the map. You notice a magazine rack filled with all kinds of publications for free reading. You pick up one and immerse yourself in its contents, easing your tension. Okay, that didn't use up any AP at least. Alright, I don't think we need anything there right now. Oh shit, we can go to the morgue. So it doesn't seem like there's anything we can do there. There's so much to do here. The escalator is undergoing maintenance. Usage is prohibited. As I said, you can't be discharged today. You need treatment for another day. And why did you sneak alcohol into your room again? The doctor clearly told you to lay off the drinking. Keep at it and you'll never recover. Come on, you're just trying to keep me here longer to rack up the hospital fees. Can't I just have a sip? It won't hurt, will it? You'll have to wait until after your checkup tomorrow. Besides, our hospital has a partnership with the church. You don't have to stress about your medical bill. Look, you don't understand. Alcohol is a big part of my life. Gosh, can't I have just a tiny sip? Please, have some mercy. May I ask, what's up with this old man? Oh, you mean him? He's old Joe, the guard at the church's bell tower janitor. He showed up today, all battered and bruised. A pungent smell of alcohol emanates from the elderly man. Did you hurt yourself after hitting the bottle? Yeah, that's what I tried to explain. But they're not buying it. Hearing is worse than her suppresses a laugh. Yeah, you tripped over some sticks while you were wasted. And then those sticks decided to fight back, huh? I told you to steer clear of those punks. They roughed you up, didn't they? Back in the day, those losers wouldn't have stood a chance. Yeah, just ignore them next time. All I want right now is a drink. What's so bad about that? I love stealing medicine from a hospital. Astro Hospital is it's the best hospital in this town. Our team consists of experienced professionals skilled in trauma care and internal medicine. You can trust our dedicated staff to assist you at every stage of your treatment. Your well-being is our top priority. We've had a lot of patients needing surgery. Luckily, Vincent got the top-of-the-line surgical equipment just in time. Otherwise, you would have been in trouble. Do a diplomacy check here really quickly. Only got some medicine out of it, but that's fine. I saw Vincent leaving the administration room earlier today. Oh, really? If I remember right, he hasn't left the hospital for days. What exactly is the administration room? Why haven't I seen anyone else in there before? I'm not sure, maybe it's a place for all the management works or special research projects. I fixed so the gate is a sign stating authorized personnel only. Inside seems to be the research area of the hospital. I think that's about everything we can do right now. I'll be working late today. Just have dinner without me. Why is there an option to attack her? I'm gonna save before I do this. Okay, that was fucked up. I don't think I want to do that. Literally just murdering an innocent nurse for no reason. It's kind of annoying me how long the loading screens can be. Fine, find the bulletin board, you hear someone sobbing on the phone. Mom, I was doing laundry for my boss. Then some cleaner accidentally got in my eyes. When my boss found out about my injury, he fired me. And he only paid me half my salary for the month. The hospital bills for my eyes are so high. Now I can't even cover my rent. And my roommate disappeared without paying the share. The landlord is pushing me for the rent. If I can't pay, he'll evict me. Mom, I really don't know what to do. I just can't see a way out. Through her broken sobs, you piece together the depths of her struggles. An unscrupulous employer, injured eyes, mounting medical bills, and the looming threat of an eviction. All of these are driving her to the edge. Despite the comfort of her mother's support, her only source of solace, it's clear that it offers very little relief from the weight of her overwhelming challenges. Through her tears, she speaks to her mother on the phone, while her mother on the other end weeps as well. The mother tries to comfort her daughter, offering sweet, soothing words in an effort to ease her pain. Hey there. Sorry to overhear, but I gotta help with cash what you're going through. I think I might be able to help you out. Startled by your voice, she spins around, her nerves evident. Tears cloud her vision, making it hard for her to see you clearly, though she looks visibly alarmed. Who are you? What do you want? I have some medical knowledge. I can check your eye injury if you don't mind. At your words, she relaxes slightly. You step closer and begin examining her eyes. After a careful inspection, you determine that while the maid's eyes have been damaged by the cleaning agent, the injury hasn't reached her fundus and is in fact reversible. It's strange that her doctor charged her so much for this treatment. Could it all just be for profit? Don't worry, I've checked your eyes. They should be easy to treat. Really? Do you mean it? You hand her a prescription and explain how to take the medicine. It's a bacterial infection, but nothing serious. Stick to the antibiotics as prescribed on schedule. And your eyesight should improve gradually. Thank you. Thank you so much. Once I find a new job, I'll find a way to repay you, I promise. You're welcome. Just take care at work. It's not worth risking your health over. Yeah. Overwhelmed with gratitude, she breaks down in tears, murmuring thanks. A short while later, an elderly woman arrives at the hospital on crutches. When she learns of your help to her daughter, her eyes fill with tears of gratitude. You then drive them to the pharmacy to collect the medication and scoot them out of the hospital. I hope she'll start feeling better soon. Rummaging for garbage. The bulletin board display various information about Astro Hospital, highlighting its establishment with the support of the town's mayor, Patrick, and the appointment of a distinguished doctor as its director. In a photo from the hospital's opening ceremony, a middle-aged man with a stern expression stands at the center, getting off an unapproachable air. A few days back, the tree had about 100 leaves. Counting them was a pain. But now, with just a few leaves left, it's much more peaceful. By the time the last leaf falls, my life will come to an end too. Huh? Oh. Just going to completely ignore me there? I am a bit of a save addict, you could say. Alright, let's see where we should go now. Shouldn't take time to come back to the train station. Ah, it's you. Next train is coming in about 10 minutes. The train is about to arrive at the station. Would you like to leave, Cursenday? Sure, why not? We can get this ending first. As the train draws nearer, the station once again morphs into a realm of mist. As you walk toward the train, a myriad of murmurs fills your ears, tempting you to pause and reconsider. You are well aware that if you stop now, you will be pulled into the bottomless abyss called Cursenday. As you step onto the train, the murmurs fade away, and a soft laughter from a woman resonates from the compartment. When you enter the compartment, however, there is no one to be found. Gradually, the suffocating anxiety begins to fade as the Cursenday landscape slips from view. Relief washes over you and you settle into your seat, surrendering to a peaceful slumber. When you awaken, you find yourself back home, slipping endlessly into a calm, familiar routine. The memories of Cursenday remain, faint and distant, their details slipping through your mind like sand through fingers. Your instincts whisper caution, urging you not to delve into the mysteries of Cursenday or its whereabouts. A voice within warns you to stay away from that cursed place, the further the better. And there we go, we basically did nothing and got the give up ending. Alright, so this time we're gonna go to the hotel instead. After my game loads, of course. No need to worry, I've spoken to the manager about this. Our pay won't be affected by the incident. The manager plans to push back on the police. We should be back to work soon. Frankly, I'm troubled by something else. My colleague on duty got taken by the police. It feels like the criminals are closing in around us. Let's not start any rumors or jump to conclusions. We both have families to support. I can't afford to lose this job, and neither can you. Visitor numbers plummeted since the murder last year. We've been struggling to get the hotel back on track. If anyone asks about the missing people, just blame it on the gangsters. Let's not say anything unnecessary. Yeah, I know. Just focus on your own business and trust in the police to handle this. Stop there. This area is off limits. Can you tell me what happened here? There was an incident at the hotel last night. If you're a guest, you'll have to find another place to stay. The policeman pushes you aside before you can ask anything. Alright, guess we can't go into the hotel anyway. Numerous gift boxes are placed under a festively adorned Christmas tree. Most of the boxes are empty, serving as mere ornaments. Remember what I told you? Hunting is like a walk in the park, man. The man proudly shows his cash to his companion. His companion, appearing drowsy, responds with plain disinterest. Yeah, sure. You know, I spotted the chickadee chilling on a branch like 200 meters away. I was aiming for something bigger, but then I figured, why not just go for the bird? Yeah. 200 meters away? How did he manage to do that? You scrutinized the man with suspicion, directing your gaze to the large caliber shotgun in his hand and the chickadee on its belt. The bird held in its hand shows no signs of wounds to its plumage or wings. Its eyes are shut tightly as if it were asleep. Despite being shot by a large caliber shotgun, the bird displays no visible wounds. Or rather, it appears to have frozen to death. Oh really? But weren't there any gunshot wounds on the bird? Did you actually take it down with a gunshot? Or did you find it after it froze to death? Yeah. What nonsense are you suggesting? Of course I shot it. With that, the man brushes you off with a nervous gesture. You thought I'd stop at a bird? No, I was actually planning to take down a bear and turn it into a rug. A bear? Yeah, on my way back, I stumbled across this tree hole with a brown bear snoozing inside. It would have been too simple to shoot it, so instead I scared it off with some firecrackers. That bear stumbling out was a sight to see, furiously. If my darn gun hadn't jammed, I'd be rocking a bear hide jacket right now. But hey, this bird isn't a bad catch, right? Yeah, whatever. All I know is I saw you sprinting out of the woods losing a shoe in your escape. And don't forget about the cash you owe me for those new shoes. Hey, that's not the point here. If I were you, I'd hustle back and scrub up real good. And not set foot outside until spring hits. Brown bears awoken from their nap can be real grumpy and they sniff you out like a bloodhound. They might have caught your scent and be trailing you this very minute. Trailing me? This place is miles away from the woods. How is it supposed to pin me down? You're just being paranoid from that whiskey, you old coot. If you're scared, head home, but I'm not backing down. Y'all young daredevils thinking you own the woods with that puny shotgun in hand. Well, you're shrugging off this old-timer's advice at your own risk. I may be reckless, but that's still better than you, old geezer, 1 foot in the grave already. If that bear wants to test me, I'll show it who's boss around here. With that dramatic declaration, the man holding the shotgun leaves the square with his companion. Harlan, unperturbed by the man's provocations, appears deep in thought. Gotta prep up, that bear might be swinging by in a couple of days. That's strange, my psychic pendulum was shaking violently, but now it's completely still. I'm pretty sure there's strange energy fluctuation in this area. So basically, we wasted our whole morning for nothing. Nothing seems out of the ordinary in Cursenday, if you ask me. Come on, let's be patient. We agreed that each of us picked a location for a group investigation, remember? So what's our next move? Should we grab some ham to placate those wild dogs and see if they can give us any clues? That's actually a brilliant idea. I found some records in the town hall mentioning mystical legends in Cursenday. Maybe we'll stir up some ancestral spirits who could help us out. Wait, you're not serious, are you? Seems Sandra is still at the hospital. Maybe come back at a later time. It's a barber shop. Through the glass window, you see a female hairdresser diligently at work. Surprisingly, she has only one arm, yet she handles the scissors with remarkable precision. The billboard reads White's Clockworks with an additional sign indicating it's currently closed for business. Upon arriving at the address provided by the waiter, you notice that the door is unlocked. Just then, you catch the sound of a man muttering irritably to himself from inside. Damn it, where the heck is the tenant? Who are you? Can you see I'm busy? I'm trying to find the tenant for this place. Is he in some kind of trouble? Who knows? He's been dodging rent for ages. Calls go unanswered and he's nowhere to be found. My guess, he's drowning in debt and skipped town. Need a hand tracking him down? Alright, do as you please. Just remember to walk up when you're done. I'll swing by tomorrow. The landlord storms out of the room. Luggage is piled around in a messy manner, suggesting it hasn't been properly organized. This appears to be a parody or hotel uniform, likely left behind by the former receptionist. Upon checking his pocket, you find a note inside. The note reads, "Welcome guests from afar, let's play a game." Here's a hint, descend straight from the top of the well into the depths of the abyss, and only then will you uncover the hidden door. Inside the door, there's an IOU from the casino for a significant amount. There's an interview feedback letter on the desk indicating that the tenant has been actively seeking employment. According to the letter, his efforts have been unsuccessful. Don't think there's anything else I can do here right now. Let's head to the police station and get that file. This is the credit union. Several employees are working at the counter. In the center of the lobby, you notice a designated counter for inquiries with the slogan, "People over profit." You notice a commercial office with a sign reading, "Reels Beverage." This parking lot is always empty when I pass by. No one ever parks here. Yeah, it's right next to the police station. People avoid it, afraid they'll get fined for anything the cops can come up with. That's why it's always empty. Even rent is cheaper in this area because of the police station. It's a shame to leave all this area unused. That's why it's known as the most useless part of Cursenday. Best to stay away or its bad luck might rub off on us. No worries, we're safe here. Something happened in the police station. Those cops are grabbing folks to pin the blame on. They want arrest coming here. It's all my fault. I thought that spot was deserted. Didn't realize it was their sneaky trading spot. I almost got you killed. Hey, don't blame yourself. At least you have a good night's sleep. Let's just focus on our next step. Don't cry, it's just a breeze on my shoulder. It'll heal in a few days. Yeah. Hey Mom, I'm at work. Don't worry, I'm here to help keep the peace. Alright, I've got it. Don't worry about me. Feels like I'm always stuck here at the police station. What's the point of all this anyway? Oh nice, you got a policeman on our team now. Anyway, that's all the time we've got for today. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more depersonalization. Until then, bye!